look at the screen. See if you can't make the class look like this. Like it was before.
Oh, yeah.
Well, do you need to know everything? Did it affect our class?
No.
And then I could ask you some very personal questions too. You got like 10 seconds to make this class look like this. I really appreciate it. I think you understand. It's intuitive. Sometimes we need to have two tables here for certain assessment procedures. It all makes sense. Ah! Right. Yes, Ray. That one needs to go further back. About there. Perfect. Think. Careful. You guys are good. Too far in. I will see.
I think this one should be like here.
He's right. And now they both can come this way. About 23 inches. Right there. Yay, child labor! Except for the 8,000 cord. Look at that. Seems a bit off. I guess it works. It's a little tight. A lot more space right here, didn't we? You bored already, Queenie? Move the tables back. Queenie's bored.
No.
Okay.
Yes.
Can't see you, big guy. That table needs to come over. For whatever reason.
Out of the camera into place.
Sure. That's fine. 6 inches. Hey, they're perfect. That'll do. There you go. Okay. Got about 10 minutes for that guy. I'll give you an approach to learning kind of assessment, just check it out, make sure you have your stuff. Which you did exceptionally so far strong about bringing your book to class. Which I'm assuming since you have it in my class, you probably have it in advisory as well. Oh, I just got finished saying all that nice stuff and 4 marks in there. But, all right, you're smart, you know. If for some horrible reason you don't comply with rule number 1, bring your independent reading class every time, at least you're getting ahead with that or rereading stuff that makes sense to us. Good. So are you still claiming this as being an independent reading? I guess so. Queenie, where's your book? Queenie, we're number 1. We're not on 1.5. Are you reading that PDF of Harry Potter?
Yeah. I think
You can read that. Are you okay with that? Oh, yeah. It's certainly there. Do you prefer this or the actual? You Okay, yeah, which is much more organized. The text is there, that's just an explosion of non-conformity. when you can, real quick, go ahead and fill out that reading log. Should, at this point in time, because you know where it is in your browser, or you know how to get to it really quick. Last name, first name. You can always just copy and paste your title. It should auto-fill potentially. Should not take long at all to fill that guy out. When you've done that, you can go ahead and some of you said yes the other day. You did use this in another class, be it this year in grade 9 or last year in grade 8. So random log. Pretty sure there is a link on 9 lanes, so you can get to it anyhow through our school's intranet. Take a couple seconds, sign up for that. That literally should not be a problem, considering it's our school's in-house WordPress, and everybody on there has the school email, so it should take for a second. It should make sense. The only thing with that is you might have to create a new password. Don't lose it. One other little bit of housekeeping, organizational business. Did I ask you to fill out our form and put the first bit of your email on there? I don't think I did. Please suggest. That Wayne says no. Home with a question. So, fill out the reading log, sign up for this if you haven't, and if you've done the other two things, go ahead and go to our grade 9 standard submission form. Careful on this one, pay attention. So even if you're someplace else, look at number 3 real quick, or just say 2.5. On the grade 9 standard submission form, as always, last name, comma, first name. And in the business, all I want is everything before the arroba in your email. So yours is simply S. Ellis, right? There we go, all of that stuff. Is this a problem? I'm not surprised. I went down and talked to him a while ago about Outlook and stuff, so there might be some issues. If not, we'll leave 2.5 for 2. Not a big deal. So you got, you just went through? All right, we'll do it all again. I need all the 6 times. I might not be a problem. If we don't add to the form before then, we'll be okay.
No.
Yeah, if you're new to our school, you'll definitely be needing like the team to sign up for that guy. Maybe. Okay. All right. So can you tell her what they do? Because I think there is a weird thing about, does it want your email password, or does it want the password you just made? Cool. Don't worry about that. Are you in WordPress? You signed it before, right? Ran wrong? You obviously have not. Move that one up. Oh, there, right. So check out this number 1.5. Familiar? And if you don't know how to get to that, there's a direct link on the non-links. Full way we got the for you. It looks like you're up to date. Yeah. No.
It's your body or?
Not that you put it
And
Okay, so you think you might have registered? I have logged, you're not sure. Click on that home thing. It says hello to the rest. Yeah, go log in.
See if it doesn't say.
Log your password. Now you just re-email and see if you can. If you have obviously logged in, then it'll have that to retrieve the sensor. Okay. I think for obvious reasons, Beatrice is catching up. No big deal. Just real quick, raise your hand. I know a lot of you couldn't. It's not your fault. There is some issues with Outlook and OneDrive today. Who was able to access the form? The grade 9 submission form. Who was able to open that one up? Just Sophie? Was everybody able to open up the reading log? How about this? Who was not able to open up reading log? You weren't? Reading log? Okay, interesting. So one form works and the other form doesn't. All right. So maybe that's us. Number 3, we should be done with this. The other guys don't necessarily have to be done with this, so there should or could be some slides on there that aren't complete. Ours need to be complete. We will look at those today. If they're not perfect today, it's your first time. But pay attention to what we define as being an acceptable submission because it has multiple components. What's the most important thing on this submission with this slide business? The image you found? Your face? For you, it probably is. For us, not so much. In terms of learning objectives, not so much. Let's look at this guy. I don't want to refresh. I like how it gives you 2 buttons, refresh and close. You click either one, it refreshes. Or not.
Are
27 slides. Teresa. She's there. Amanda. Other class. Other class. Other class. Good Lord. Is that Vicky? All right, let's look at Vicky's because it's here and she's got some fantastic face going on there. Is that a baby Vicky? Yeah. Oh, that's scary. I mean, can't really, with the screen, things never look like they do on that. Now, what's the most important part of Vicky's stuff here? So whatever you're doing, don't worry about it. We'll look at this. We'll catch up. No serious issue in this stuff. What's the most important thing that we're looking at here in terms of what Vicky's giving us? Then I got like three things. So you gotta do 33.3% chance of this, right? What? It is the sentence. And within that sentence, we can start looking at lots of things. Today, I said all I really care about beyond, here's the only sentence. We got proper punctuation, we got proper spelling, and all that stuff. That's a given. This is just a sentence. Today, what I'm really concerned about is if somebody, let's say Reggie reads this, let's just pretend Reggie had no idea what tragedy meant. If you got to use one. If she didn't know what tragedy meant and she were to read this, she could be like, no, I understand what Vicky's done there, so I think tragedy means something like this. So, word is tragedy. Killing more than 120 people, comma, the Tiananmen explosion was a tragedy. When she first wrote this, I remember correctly, all she had was capital T, the Tianjin tragedy or something explosion was a tragedy. And then we had that weird question about, can explosion ever be a good thing? And people said yes. But sometimes it's necessary to blow things up to, I don't know, have fun. And all buildings, some sort of, I think they explode things to stop fires or something strange. So it doesn't always have to be necessarily a bad thing. It doesn't have to be a tragedy. So without this first dependent clause, which is extremely specific about death and human loss of life. We know that to be, in this case, exactly what this word means. So it's a very decent, don't forget, this is not the most difficult word, but the sentence certainly works. Now, if you're in grade 2, pay attention. Would you understand what this first thing meant? Kill, you get people killing, not good. I think so. Grade 2, we don't remember what that was like. Most of us don't. If you have a little brother and sister, you would probably know what this means. I feel confident they would all get this. Would they know what the word tragedy means?
Maybe not.
Let's say maybe not. Let's say the majority of them do not. So would Vicky's sentence, because it is, even though it's a great sentence, it's not a bad thing that a second grader can understand this. Would they now have a good idea what tragedy means? Yeah. So it's a very successful sentence. If you use a bunch of really super complicated words to help us understand what a non-complicated word meant, maybe your sentence is written wonderfully, but maybe now the context you've given us isn't the best because we don't know what you're talking about. So I'm going to give her some decent points for that in terms of her formative grade. Now, in terms of requirements, I should have a couple of things. She doesn't need to have this up there because it's not a template, it's hers. Get rid of that. She got an image which works with this, which was very easy because it is the actual historical event. Words nice and big. This could be larger. This could be smaller, but I count it big. She's all about 50, so that makes sense. Yeah, it's great. No problem. Marilena, how'd our template get down there? Did you use white font, Angela? You actually typed in white? Your words are white on top of a white slide. How are we supposed to read that, Angela? We'll talk. Sure, there's a fantastic reason why this is not going to work. That's it. It's all there. It just doesn't want to come in. It's just frozen.
Troy.
Yeah.
Should I make one now? Because last time I didn't.
Yeah. Be great.